In 2007, Rachel Hoffman was pulled over in a routine traffic stop when she was found to have 25 grams of Mary J. She was never arrested. They gave her a diversion program because she had never been in trouble for anything before, and she moved on. By 2008, she had recently graduated college, everything's going fine, when suddenly a neighbor calls the police saying that there is a strong odor of Mary J coming from Rachel's apartment. So the police go to Rachel's apartment and they ask her if they can search, and she consented to the search. I'd also like to add that she had a roommate at this time. It wasn't just her living there. Under her couch cushion this time they find 5 ounces of Mary J, as well as just 3 or 4 things that you might take if you go out to the club. Because of the amount, they could charge her with intent to sell. However, there were no scales, no baggies, no cash, no texts, with people about anything. Everyone who knew her said that she was not doing that. It was just personal, and she had a roommate. Now this time, she could go to jail. She probably would have been given a year at the most with some probation. But the police suggested to her, instead of getting any jail time, why don't you be an informant for us? We'll give you $13,000 in cash. You'll go pick up a lot of substances that you've never been caught with and possibly have never even done. And she was also instructed to purchase a hand weapon from the men, the same hand weapon that would later take her life. It's finally the day where she's going to meet 2 men to buy all of this stuff from. Their names are Danilo Bradshaw and Andrea Green. There was a police officer that she was working really closely with, and he was supposed to be following her to the place that she was going to purchase this stuff. She had a wire on her, the police are following her, and then all of a sudden, somehow the police lose her. And even so, she continued to go do this deal. The police would not find her until over 2 days later. One of their spouses told the police that the men had found the wire on Rachel, and that is when they took her life. 2 inmates also testified that Andrea admitted to taking Rachel's life. They also claimed that Andrea told Danilo, if you don't take her and get rid of her, I'm going to hurt you too. Since Rachel's passing, they have now passed Rachel's law, which gives more protection to informants and who can even be an informant. And every year since her passing, her father calls the officer that was supposed to be protecting her that night. He calls and reminds him about what happened to Rachel and how he failed. That officer actually lost his job because of all this. However, he got his job back. And so every year, Rachel's dad reminds him exactly what happened. And her father said that he has never answered or called him back. It's just so upsetting to think about the fact that this was never a life sentence. The crime she committed did not deserve this outcome. And I've seen a lot of people saying, well, you shouldn't have had the substances on you. You shouldn't have agreed to be an informant. She was 23 years old, just graduated college, trying to start her life. She wasn't hurting anyone by having some Mary J, you guys. And she trusted the police to protect her and keep her safe. And unfortunately, time and time again, something awful has to happen for laws to change and there to be more protections for people. My heart goes out to her family. To this day, they talk about her and they keep her story alive. And I hate that it had to end this way for her.